Asha had the file, finger on the wire. Whole room held its breath. Hot lights, cold fire. They said let it slide. She said not tonight. Took the deal apart in one clean bite. Phones kept buzzing loud, fans at the door. Asha read the room, then gave them more. Little twist of fate, big applause storm. One last look around, then she changed the form. Asha pulled the plug, pulled it at the last minute. Asha pulled the plug, just to put a smile in it. For the ones who waited long, for the ones who held on tight. Asha pulled the plug, made the whole night right. Someone spread the news like a spark in dry grass. Came in with the down, left with a flash. Old plans on the floor, new tears in the home. She bet on the crowd, and it won them all. Phones kept buzzing loud, fans at the door. Asha read the room, then gave them more. Little twist of fate, big applause storm. One last look around, and she changed the form. Asha pulled the plug, pulled it at the last minute. Asha pulled the plug, just to put a smile in it. For the ones who waited long, for the ones who held on tight. Asha pulled the plug, made the whole night right. Maybe it was chaos, maybe it was grace. One small move, and she lit up the place. Names in the chat, all hearts in flight. Asha knew the trick, she chose the light. Asha pulled the plug, pulled it at the last minute. Asha pulled the plug, just to put a smile in it. For the ones who waited long, for the ones who held on tight. Asha pulled the plug, made the whole night right. Asha pulled the plug, yeah, she made it right. Asha pulled the plug for the fans tonight. Got my project Helix card, your autograph in silver scars. Waited in that endless line, thought we'd all be safe in time. Now my friends are counting coins, canceling the games we joined. Every month that number climbs, feels like we're on borrowed lives. Asha, save the Xbox fan and reach out, take us by the hand. Game Pass hit our hearts in red. Now the price is out of hand. We believed in your big plan, sign of faith across that brand. Asha, only you can. Please save the Xbox
music, grinders. Hit that like button. Welcome to the Grindhouse.
I just said 200 mil came through the door. Still lost money, what you selling me for? Big green box, but the books look sick. New drop, same flop, that math don't click. Crowds came in, then they ran right out. Big splash, big hype, small profit drought. Tell me what that means when the bag won't grow. You want my time, go XPC, bro. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. That's the move for me. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. That's the move for me. 200 million still red on the page. That's a lot of noise for a failing stage. New game, same broken plan. You could dress it up, but I see the scan. I'm not paying extra for a bad encore. If the box can't win, what's the box for? Or I heard the pitch, I heard the plea, then I closed that tab and I picked PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. That's the move for me. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. That's the move for me.
We're doing an encore of that one. That's a banger. Let's go, grinders!
I just said 200 mil came through the door. Still lost money, what you selling me for? Big green box, but the books look sick. New drop, same flop, that math don't click. Crowds came in, then they ran right out. Big splash, big hype, small profit drought. Tell me what that means when the bag won't grow. You want my time, go XPC, bro. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. That's the move for me. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. That's the move for me. 200 million still red on the page. That's a lot of noise for a failing stage. New game, same broken plan. You could dress it up, but I see the scan. I'm not paying extra for a bad encore. If the box can't win, what's the box for? Or I heard the pitch, I heard the plea, then I closed that tab and I picked PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. That's the move for me.
Stop!
Xbox is cooked,
Enough!
Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. That's the move for me.
Stop! Enough!
Welcome to the gaming Grindhouse.
Yo, what's up, grinders? How you doing? Man, that is a banger, if I don't say so myself. Hit that like button, grinders. Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Yo, that's a jam. That's a jam. How about those exclusives, Asha?
How about those exclusives?
Yeah, how about... That's right. How about those Grindhouse exclusives? That's right. That's exclusive Grindhouse music right there. There it is. What about that exclusive? Oh, baby. That's right, Asha. What's up, grinders? How you doing? Yes, this impromptu stream. How's everybody doing? I put out the bat signal, the Grindhouse signal. Everybody jumping on in here. So that's why I had to do a little bit more of a music intro with some exclusives. Some exclusive songs there, so we get everybody to get the message out into the interwebs. But yes, don't worry, you'll be hearing that song a lot. I'm still bopping to it. Dude. That is a good beat. that's Austin's message right there. So why did I call this urgent gaming Grindhouse? What grinds my gears? It's because the numbers are out, and there they are. No, there's no secret. Here we are, grinders. Look at this. The Microsoft's quarter four financials have been spoken about today. There it is. What's up, G Whizzes? Just go to PC. Xboxes. Yeah, I gotta put that as a soundbite. Just do that. What's up, Hood Geek? Dark Zone in the house. Wild Wolf. What does this mean for Halo and Gears? I think, what does this mean for Forza Horizon? Springfield, no internal memo this time, just a tweet. We'll get the We'll go to the fallout. These are the numbers right here. I'm just putting the numbers up right there. There's no hiding them. There's no hiding them. Yo, General Fade Ape, he just said shit's bumping. That's right, baby. That's right. We bumping over here. That is that awesome songs at the Gaming Grindhouse, General. That's what the VIPs get. They get them on a playlist. Heads up, Hero Down Under. How you doing, sir? Nick in the house. He said, Nick, stay up. Don't go to bed yet. Don't go to bed yet. And I put up a goal. I think the goal's up there. Yo, Grinders, I'm hyped tonight. We'll go. If we hit that goal this evening, I'm going to go right into Retro Grindhouse. We're going to go right into some retro streams tonight. We had an incredible Halo stream last night. I got my first impressions from Halo. Campaign Evolved. Did the stream last night. Awesome. There you go, Neil. I made your night better. I'm glad you're feeling better, Neil. There you go. I figured everybody wanted to talk about this. I saw the internet was blowing up, so I was like, Grinders got to put out the signal. Yeah, we got the numbers. Silver Wolf, we got the numbers. The numbers that we only get. There's no new numbers. These are the numbers. Craziness. And, yeah, so what's up, Turan? How you doing? Xbox Cook, go to PC. Yeah, I know. Everybody bopping to that song. I know. That's a Grindhouse exclusive song there. And, yeah, so I did that, the Halo one, and then we had the Gaming Grindhouse on Monday where we did a quadruple what are we doing here. And, yeah, I figured we got to, the numbers came out today. It's been, it's crazy because Halo launched today. Oh, it launched yesterday. It launched yesterday afternoon. This is the full day that it's been out, Campaign Evolved. And Microsoft's quarters financials. And this is after all we'll talk about, like, what feeds into this. But let's just talk about the numbers there. Jenna Hayes says, take a visit at the West Coast and meet with Asha and teach her about gaming and the special grind. With a special grind, that's right. Asha and Xbox are cooked. Say it'd be positive in the end fiscal year. Bitch out. The old game group go there. Oh, man. That's like a rooftop party. That's right. Doc Zone wants it. He wants it. Lulu! I thought they were supposed to hire Lulu or something like that. What's up, Wild Wolf? It's crazy. So these are the numbers. Like, never get out of the negative. They're never out of the negative. So Windows OEM and devices. So Windows OEM and we're going right to the numbers. This is a grinds my gears. We're going right to the numbers. Windows OEM and devices revenue was down 7%. That's all Windows devices. That's your PCs. That's, I guess, your ROG Owl, just your Windows devices. Your Windows OEM and devices down 7%. Xbox content and services down 10%. That's always the one I look at because that was supposed to be the trade-off. Game Pass, game sales, game releases, Xbox players buying Xbox games, subscribers, all that falls into Xbox content and services. That is the heartbeat of Xbox. That's what they need to turn around. That is at a down 10%. The hardware, we've seen it before. It is now down 13%. So, big Xbox content. And let's see if I get more. These are the Glaze Tom Warren ones. Let me get the real numbers. Brad Sam's in here. So, Microsoft Cloud revenue was increased by 27%. Revenue in Intelligent Cloud increased 32%. Revenue in more personal computing decreased by 4%. That's where your Xbox lives. And remember, that's when Amy in the Hood said, we are down in more personal computing because of Xbox. Surface, Xbox, Bing, they all fall into that one. So there you go. Xbox content and services down 10. OEMs and devices, 7%. And Xbox declined 13% per the quarter. So it just shows that every part of Windows and Microsoft is doing, it's subsidizing Xbox, just like what Satya said. And he was talking about it internally, like our Activision stuff is subsidizing all the stuff that we make. It just shows that the company is carrying the fall of Xbox. And that's why Satya is running his mouth and Asha is cutting and chopping heads off, because they are done losing money in subsidizing something that's never going to make them money. However, just like there's a diamond in the rough, there is a diamond in the rough. What's up, the Ant? How you doing? There is a diamond in the rough. There's that Activision Blizzard King. There's Minecraft. So in this stone of coal, there is a diamond in there, and that's what they're trying to get. So they're chipping away. This is a great analogy here. I just made it up, Grinders. There it is. They're chipping away at all the excess stuff so they could just let that diamond shine. And that means hardware. That means the indie developers, all those studios that they purchased, all that IP, all that stuff. They need to just make sure that Call of Duty shines, Minecraft shines, and Fallout, because of the TV show, shines. That's the diamond that Satya is looking for. And that's where they could get out of the negative and go, if we just to focus on the investments that we made of $80 billion of those studios, we bought them for them to be Xbox. And that's exactly what they're doing. They're no more homegrown. They're no more like, let's get studios and let's use something with our IP. They're done with that. That was the 360. That was the Xbox One. That was traditional Xbox. They're done with that. They are now, we spent $80 billion to buy somebody to be us. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to make Activision Xbox. We're going to make Bethesda Xbox. We're going to make Minecraft Xbox and get rid of everything else. We don't need any of it. We don't need the people. We don't need the hardware. We don't need any of it. We need some people to spruce up our PC app, and we just need these service games like Call of Duty, like Candy Crush, like Minecraft, the Fallout with the TV shows and Amazon. That's where we're going. I don't even know. And somebody said, where's Halo and Gears fall into this? She never said Gears was one of her franchises. She said Halo, Fallout, Call of Duty, and Minecraft. Gears, for some reason, wasn't in that list. And we are only halfway through the layoffs of Xbox. That's what's crazy about this stuff. And I don't know. Will they take the time? We're seeing, like, somebody said, well, what about Halo and all that stuff? Well, let's look. SteamDB, right? Let's look up SteamDB. Halo has released, right? Halo Campaign Evolved. And here you go. And people say, well, why you bring up Steam numbers? Because it's in Xbox Game Pass. Well, I'm bringing up Steam numbers because guess what? These are the people paying for the game because there is no subscription on Steam. So these numbers are paying customers. Yes, Xbox cannibalizes their own sales because it's in Game Pass, but these are the paying customers of Steam. So if you're looking at numbers and revenue and content and services, these are the people that are paying $50, $60, $40 for the game. And if these numbers are not banging, well, then guess what? They're not paying. They're either getting it in Xbox Game Pass or they're playing it on Xbox, or they're not playing it at all because they played it for the third time. We got some numbers also about engagement on PlayStation 2. It's not doing too hot from their engagement numbers. Yes, I think it's on the top sales page. But engagement numbers wise, it's not doing too hot. It didn't blow up. I was expecting that. Yeah, my thing is, they missed the boat again with the release date. Why would you release Halo and I'm not saying this is the only reason, but why would you release Halo on July 28th? In July. Who takes their premier franchise and drops it in July? I even see grinders like even the people around on the internet, the live grindhouse. Everybody's on vacation, man. The numbers are down. It's summertime. People are not gaming that much. People are out touching grass. They're not watching YouTubes as much. The numbers are down. It's summer. It's the middle of summer. Why would you drop Halo in the middle of summer? And I know GTA was coming out, but my God, How do you, this game came out 25 years ago, just drop it on the same release date 25 years ago and call it a day. I think you would get people with nostalgia, or sometime in November, maybe a week after GTA or a week before. But put it around when it launched 25 years ago, because it launched with the original Xbox. So this had a significant tie-in with November and the original Xbox. You have to touch on that 25-year anniversary nostalgia. Even if you did a 25th anniversary podcast, and at the end of the podcast, just go, yep, Halo Campaign Evolved is coming out everywhere. Like, I don't know if it will be worse being killed by GTA or dropping it in the middle of the summertime. Exactly, Breast Champion. Like, it is the third release of the game. So I don't think this game, I think, was built solely to bring on PlayStation players. That's the whole, just like Gears Ultimate was the same thing. That was brought on to introduce Gears to a new audience, but they turned it into like, oh, it's a remaster, and they put it on PC and Xbox as well to kind of like soften the blow that they weren't specifically making a PlayStation version of Gears. And I think they did the same thing here. Plus, I do think that they rushed this out to get something out for Halo Studios and test the Unreal Engine. This was a test. Because I think if it really was a celebration of Halo, it should have been the trilogy redone in Unreal and launched properly. That's my thoughts. Like, you're trickling in one by one by one. It's not even a remaster. And I was talking about that last night. Like, it's not even like what Final Fantasy Remake was, or Resident Evil, the remakes. It's basically an Unreal Code of Paint on the same character animations, the same AI, and the AI, it seems to get dumber. I don't know. They don't act as smart as I remember them to be. And enemy placements, same place. It is just basically just Unreal 5 over it. And they added a few missions. I just, yeah, it looks good. It makes you think like how all those people that cap for Halo Infinite feel, right? Oh no, this game is how it's supposed to look. Dude, Halo Infinite looks like horrible. And it doesn't even have the proper like particle effects and blowing up. Like, this game shows what plasma rifles are supposed to be. And what they're supposed to do.
You're my number one customer.
And when you see how it is in Halo Infinite, and I complained about it, people are like, no, that's just the design. That's the lighting. No, it was because it was horrible. So that's what I'd say. What's up, Craig? He says, don't squeeze the Sharma. Yeah, don't squeeze the Sharma, man. Can she save it? But anyway, here you go. But the reason why I bring up Halo in here is the other thing is they say, well, why do you show this? Well, because I told you this before, they were going bonkers with this game when this launched in Game Pass. Nobody was like, well, why are you showing Steam DB? It's in Game Pass. Yeah, everybody was counting that 302,000 people playing the game. Nobody said, oh, it's in Game Pass. That's the reason why. No. There was no questions asked. It was all hyping up those numbers. And that game's in Game Pass. So what's the excuse for Halo Campaign Evolved? They're just people aboard with Halo. And I told you. I said this before. We saw this happen with Gears Ultimate as well. I'm going to be very interested to see how Gears E-Day does. Tomorrow, they're going to do a multiplayer reveal. It's going to look good. What's up, Jack Knife? But it's going to be very interesting to see how many people are still around for Gears. Because as I mentioned before, Matt Booty destroyed every single one of Phil and Matt Booty, whoever did, Matt Booty destroyed every single one of those franchises. Like, Halo is not revered the way it used to be because they destroyed it with Halo Infinite. They did. And they gutted the team. They got rid of Bonnie. Kiki's gone. They renamed them. They put Pierre, who's who canceled. He made 4 games and canceled 3 of them. And now you're looking at this and you're like, is Gears going to have the same fate as Halo? Like, is people still interested in Gears? Especially around the time of Call of Duty. They're going to be marketing the hell out of Call of Duty in early access beta, and Gears just happens to be there a week before. They're cannibalizing their own game. And then on top of that, does Fable have the memory that people want? And is that going to carry and save Xbox? But the reason why I show Forza for right now, and we go back to the Xbox numbers, Xbox content and services decreased by 10%. That's when this game released. And this game was, guess what, Asha?
How about those exclusives?
This game was an exclusive. This is a preview. This is a preview of, this game is not on PlayStation. This game is on PC and Xbox. This is an exclusive. This is what Asha terms as, how about those exclusives? Here it is right here. This is not on PlayStation. This is on PC and Xbox. This is exactly the same situation as Gears E-Day. This is an exclusive. And this is probably one of their best-selling exclusives ever. I don't think Gears E-Day hits 302,000. I don't know. Maybe day one, maybe it hits it. I don't think it goes up that high. I think Gears maybe hits maybe 100,000. It depends, because not a lot of people like Gears multiplayer. And if they make it more accessible, maybe, but like, it's going to be interesting to see. But Gears has kind of wore out its welcome as well. And like I said before, on PC where they needed to sell, those guys don't know about, guys and girls don't know about Gears 2 and 3. They don't know about, why should I care about Dom? They're like, who's Dom? They're like, oh yeah, forgot. Gears 2 and 3 were never on PC. They don't know about Dom's Maria and all that other stuff. And they don't know that. Unless they show it in E-Day. But this game is exclusive. And look how this was probably their most popular exclusive. If Gears hits these numbers, that's great. But I would argue that Forza Horizon 6 probably is going to have a higher peak than Gears. Especially coming after that September. People are going to be spent on tons of games in September, and then Gears greets you in the beginning of October with a Call of Duty coming 2 weeks later, a week later. Oh, Hero says, well, that's a good point, Hero Down Under. He says, not the same situation as Gears. Everyone knows Forza is coming to PlayStation. Oh, yeah. So I can see what you're saying. Like, maybe PlayStation people that really wanted to play this game didn't go buy an Xbox or buy a PC to play it. But do you think they're going to do that for Gears? You think they're going to go buy an Xbox to play Gears? You think they're going to buy a PC to play Gears? I don't know. But being said, everyone knows Gears coming to PlayStation. Oh, Hero, you got me going on both sides there. Look at that. He's tugging me in both directions. But no, that is a differentiation between the two of them. But because they already announced Forza coming to PlayStation. But still, the thing is that this sold a lot, a 302,000 on PC, 302 peak. I don't know, right into sales, right? But if that didn't increase their revenue and content and services decreased by 10, that's a problem. Because you're having your most popular games sell on PC, because I'm showing the Steam charts. We know it's cannibalized by Game Pass, so we don't think that it's blowing up sales on PC, on Xbox. But on PC, it did. It blew up. Now, this didn't turn into revenue. There's a problem. There's something missing here where your revenue decreased by 10%, where you released your most popular game and it actually did well outside of Game Pass. What is knocking down your content and services revenue? That's the biggest that is the craziest thing, because it's like, what is doing that? Horizon 6 sold. There were a lot of players. And actually, Asha Speaks. Before I even get to Asha Speaks, on top of that, hardware revenue declined 13%. Now, remember, they lose money on every Xbox sold. They were losing $150. They're increasing the price on August 1st. Now, August 1st, they said in the NPDs that Xbox actually grew year over year in sales from last year to this year for this quarter because of the price increase coming in a couple of days on August 1st. So a lot of people, supposedly, Bootleg was saying, a lot of people went out and bought Xboxes. Well, if a lot of people went out and bought Xboxes, then revenue declined 13%. What is going on? Do they have that much overhead and that much cost in all these studios and all these games that even when a game does well, and I think this is kind of what Satya said, Activision, the Candy Crush, these are making money, but we have such a horrible business with so much overhead that we're losing money when parts of our business are doing well. And that's why Asha is gutting it all. He's getting rid of it all. But it just shows that they, even if their game does well, even if people ran out and bought Xboxes because of the price increase, grinded. It declined 13% without the price increase. We've seen what the hell the price increases did to PlayStation. We've seen how it dropped PlayStation sales. The month right before the price increase, everybody bought it. It was up the largest year over year, and then now it's been down ever since the price increase because everybody bought it before that. The same thing happened to Xbox, but they're still declined 13%. And they're thinking single digits moving forward. I don't understand how they come back because the business is not making sense. It is like trying to put a round peg in a square hole. It's not working. And my fear is they are just going to rip it and sell it off of pieces. That's what I think they're doing. That's, I think, exactly what she's doing. This was wave 1. I think wave 2, we know wave 2 is coming of 1,600. And because this is what she said. Asha came out and said this, and this goes to exactly what I was alluding to. In fiscal year 26, over 200 million new players came to Xbox and our games. Notice what she said. Came to Xbox and our games. So that doesn't mean that there's 200 million people played Xbox, jumped on Xbox. They came to their games. That means Candy Crush, all their games wherever they are. However, the business did not grow with the audience. How the hell are you down all those numbers that we just reviewed, but you had 200 million new players? New players.
How about those exclusives?
How does that make sense? You had 200 new players, and you cannot monetize them enough, and you didn't grow your audience. Well, I can tell you one thing. You probably hand out too many free hand-me-outs. The people coming over are not paying. They're subsidizing your business by subscribing and not buying stuff. But that is a huge problem. If you could come in and say you had 200 million new people coming to your games, but you haven't done the business didn't grow. What? The business did grow with 200 million new players. That's the business growing. How are you in the negatives? This is what I don't get. It's like, how are you in the negatives? Because what they're doing, my thought is, and Neil says, the Xbox Glaze is so gullible, I think Helix will have a disk drive. Well, I'll get into that too. My thing is I think that they are counting so much overhead of people that really are not paying for anything. They're not paying. They're not buying. They're counting just all these accounts that log in, and they're not paying accounts. Maybe they're free trials. Maybe they're stacked game passes. There's too much freebie shit going out there. And Microsoft is big on that. Just go look at any YouTube influencer, anybody that gives Asha a whiff of We Love Xbox. Thank you for the review copy. Thank you. They spam the world with review copies. They don't even make these dudes that cap for them in and out every day, Asha thumbnails every day, and love them and talk about all the great stuff of Xbox. Those people will go out and go buy the games. They don't. They get review copies to talk about on their channel, and that's it. And that's the squeaky wheel. They just keep giving them, feeding them and feeding them and feeding them, flying them out, 5 floors of catering, blah, 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 blah. That's all they do. I would love to know how loyal and genuine they are if that all stopped. If they didn't do the flyouts, the hand-me-outs, the behind-the-scenes, the free copies. I want to know. I want to know if they took the dude Stallion's lifetime Xbox Live away. Dude has lifetime Xbox Live. I want to know how much he loves Xbox for achievements if they took that away from him. I want to know if they take away all these review copies, how much these people will still talk about Xbox and tell you it's all fine. 200 million people, new players. These are not 200 daily players or yearly. These are new players. I don't know who she's counting. Maybe if it's a family of 5 and one person plays, she's counting the 5 of them. 200 million new people came to Xbox and their games. But the business didn't grow. So then her next sentence is the scariest one of all. We need to close that gap by investing what players value. That will take time. Uh-oh. We expect to return to growth by fiscal year 27. She's giving them a year. We're back to...
Wait, just wait till E3 there will be a showcase, but I can't say when all our games need help. Bootleg Studios helping with Perfect Dark.
We're back to just wait. Just wait. We're going to get this business back. Just wait. We're back to waiting. It's going to take time. But you know what else comes over in the next fiscal year? Another 1,600 layoffs. She just did half of it right now. And on top of that, they already had to do this. Where is it? Xbox spent $500 million in severance packages for its reset. You got to pay all those people you laid off. You fired 1,600 people. And you got another 1,600 coming. And when you see those numbers, and those numbers did not budge. Those numbers did not move with all these layoffs. She laid off people on July 1st. She had a month of layoffs. People were saying goodbye on July 1st, July 3rd, right after 4th of July. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. They laid off all those people. They had Forza Horizon 6 actually sell on PC, maybe with 300,000 peak players. Their most popular game. Only on Xbox, only on PC, not on PlayStation. It's exclusive. You had Halo drop. You had Forza drop. You had the price drop in Game Pass happen as well. You had an increase in hardware sales for Circania because of your price increase that's coming in the next couple of days. So everything in that quarter, this last quarter, was pretty much in your favor, and you still were all in the negative. You didn't even break even. Minus 10%, minus 13%. And you finished the fiscal year down 5% year over year. They got to get that to growth. Now, in this fiscal year, they do have GTA, which I think is going to blow up everybody's numbers. So I feel that she will have a statement a year from now going, we returned to growth just like I said. I laid off and gutted everybody. We are focused on Call of Duty. GTA did incredible. And now here's Project Helix as we roll into Project Helix. But like I've always said, when you compare year over year, you're not comparing apples to apples. Remember when I said this with Call of Duty? The year they had Call of Duty, their numbers were huge. Oh, plus 30%, plus 40%, blah, blah, blah. But that was with Call of Duty versus not having Call of Duty. Now, in the last 2 or 3 years, we've seen their numbers flatline because now it's with Call of Duty and with Call of Duty. So really, next year's fiscal year is going to be skewed because GTA is coming out. Now, if GTA doesn't do anything we find out on Xbox, I doubt it. But if it doesn't, and it doesn't blow up as it should on Xbox, and it really is looked as a PlayStation exclusive, then they're really screwed. But if it does bump them up, it's really not going to be fair going, well, last year we were down, this year we're up. Well, yeah, you're up because the biggest game of the generation that everybody in the world has been waiting for finally came out. I want to see your next year when you're comparing apples to apples. But again, they have a horrible business. And all this means is the reason why I say, like, I don't want to, this is not a business podcast, but what I want to say is that in that quarter, things that would grow your business, like Forza, like console sales, like Game Pass discounts, more people subscribe. They said they grew. This has always been the shit that they do. Every single time they do this. Oh, well, we grew in Game Pass numbers. Remember when Asha said, like, oh, we increased by a couple few million, jumped on ever since they changed the price of Game Pass? Well, why are you down then in content and services 10%? You just said 200 million new players came to your platform. And you're down? Something's not right. And that's their problem to figure out. But I don't know, man. And there you go. Cosmic Hero says, if you remember, they don't hit their goals by 27. I believe the entire branch will get shut down. Well, it goes to the point that I was saying how, what I was saying about what Brad Sam said. Remember when he said that, they are, where he says here, he was saying that, the sign and stuff. No. But how they're really gutting stuff. Here, Xbox is making a lot of moves to shore up its balance sheet with this reorg. This reorg is totally driven by money. It's totally driven by growing their business, not with gamers like us. Because you'll say 200 million new people came to Xbox and their games. The business is growing. 200 million. Isn't that more than what they said the console industry is? The console industry always caps off at 200 and something million. Well, Asha broke the charts. Asha broke everything. Right? Right? Yo, and shout out for Silver Wolf for dropping the coins earlier before the show started. I forgot to shout him out. Thank you again, man. RPG88 says, why do you still trust Microsoft? It don't. But it's just crazy how they lied to their face. And then, dude, RPG, you want to know what's a sickness? Just go look. Wait a second. Let me read this and I'll show you RPG. Xbox is making a lot of moves to shore up its balance sheet on the reorg, far beyond a typical overhaul at the top. If they were going to ever spin it out, they're doing the steps that will at least put them in a position to do so. Can't spin out a business that's not in the plus. Nobody's, you're just setting that up to fail. You got to at least get into the positive, and then you could spin the hell of the thing out. But this is what you want to hear. Look at this. RPG, this is the sickness. Ready, watch. I don't even know. I don't even know if Tim Dog is ever gonna walk through the gaming grindhouse doors again. I don't even know, man. No more. It's thank you, Asha, for your transparency. Thank you, transparent. She's telling you they suck. Like if somebody walks up to you and does this,
Oh no! We suck again!
if that's Xbox, thank you so much for your transparency. Thank you. You're so transparent. Thank you. Thank you. No, maybe you didn't hear me.
Oh no! We suck again!
No, I did hear you, and thank you so much for your transparency. I sense the momentum. What are you talking about? I just told you.
Oh no! We suck again!
I know. It's so great that you're honest and transparent about sucking. I understand. But it's great that you share that. Is there anything else you want to share?
Oh no! We suck again!
You know what? It's so great that you could shout that from the rooftops and be as transparent. It's so great supporting you. That's the craziness. The transparency. They were down for 20 goddamn hours of no internet and people couldn't play their games, and some crackhead from the friggin' the tech room, some CEO named, I don't even know what the Vince Vance, what the fucking name is, shows up and is just like, yeah, man, this sucks. We are so sorry. This should never happen again. Somebody tripped over a wire outside and yeah, and this should not happen. You should be able to play your games. We will do better. And instead of people going, why did it happen in the first place? The people are like, thank you, sir. Sir, you're so transparent, unlike other companies. Thank you. Thank you for telling us. It's like, I'm like, are you people crazy? It's like, I'm going to kick you in the nuts. Oh, it hurts, but thank you for being transparent, telling me where you're going to hit me. Thank you. You didn't have to tell me where you were going to hit me. You know, you didn't have to
I have
say.
an exciting life now. Breakfast to go. You're going to love my nuts.
But
Watch
because
this.
you
can do everything.
told me you were going to hit me in the nuts, it hurts, but at least you told me, and you're transparent. I appreciate that. That's all they do. That's all they do. It's a goddamn sickness. Where's Next Gen? Where is Zaire? It's a sickness. Their system was down. Meanwhile, the same bitches are like holding up torches going, I'm doing the blackout for PlayStation. Down with PlayStation. I don't even play on it, but down with PlayStation. Physical games. Xbox down for 20 hours. They don't even give you a disc with no game on it. Thank you for letting me know. It's transparent. They're so transparent. And then you got the corporate shills going, I appreciate the honesty and transparency. They're shitting on you like it's crazy. It was down for 20 hours. Nobody could play their games. They're getting refunds for Halo, who they paid 5 days early for. And Vince Vance comes out about his the internet being down, and they're like, they don't even know who he is. I never know what this. Where is this Vance? Where the hell is this? They're like, Xbox CEO technician Vince Vance has come out and said what has happened. And I need to find this. I need to find this horse shit. Hold on. I'm not going to be talking like I'm a nutcase. Look. Wait, I'm going to do that too, man. Oh, wait a second. I don't even think I did. Here it is. Who's this guy's name? This guy. Look. This is unacceptable situation. That's all the guy had to say. This is unacceptable. 17 hours down. There he is. What's his name? Vince Villett. There it is. I knew it was Vince Vance. It was 2 V's. Xbox CTO Van Villett. Who the fuck are these people? Van Villett? Dude, that is some AI horse shit. That guy's name is Van Villet. You gotta be, what the, what?
Gaming.
CTO Scott Van Villet sounds like a fucking villain. It's like the final boss, Scott Van Villet. Post a lengthy message on Twitter to speak. Wait, here it is. Right, I'm gonna go right to it. Look at this guy. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this blue checkmark son of a bitch. Scott Van Villet wrote a goddamn Bible, a dissertation about why they suck. And look at this. What happened? Last night, licensing services sit outside Xbox, which Xbox depends upon, began failing. This caused some sign-in scenarios. It caused many scenarios that require listing your phone, blah, 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 blah. What we did, our on-call teams, the Xbox Ninjas, that's us, they called up and said, first signals overnight were automated through the... Dude, this sounds like some shit like they found a tremor. Dude, this sounds like some horror movie. This sounds like how those, yo, this sounds like one of those end of days movies, you know? This bullshit. Yo, this shit, Scott Van Villets. Dude, doesn't this sound like how those movies start? It's like, sir, something on the radar, sir. We got the bleeps, the squeaks, and the creeps. The what, the who, the what, the bleeps, the creeps, and bleeps. That's not all he lost. Sir, something's on the radar, sir. Vince Van Villet comes over there. He's like, what is it? Something's on the radar, sir. The radar appears to be jammed. Jammed. It's strawberry jam. Like, this sounds like some horror movie. Sir, there's something on the radar. Vince Van Villet comes running over there. He's like, what is it? He goes, we have a little bleep over here on the Xbox. What is it? The Xbox licensing service. Just leave it alone. Go to sleep. I'm Scott Van Villet. I'm going to bed. There's nothing to see here. But sir, this is the first. But sir, we never seen the bleep like this before. Oh, I'm the CTO. I don't need people. I'm going to bed. I gotta play my PlayStation. I'm out of here. But sir, this bleep is. We'll get it in the morning. And Scott Van Villet leaves, goes to bed. He goes.
Very calm down.
You leaving?
This. A bump in the road comes, and she's be sarcastic.
And they look at each other like, I don't know. Scott's going to bed. I've never seen this bleep before. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Just leave it alone. Just go to bed. He said don't worry about it. They wake up the next morning. Look at 20 hours Xbox. What we did, our on-call team first saw the signals overnight, but did nothing. And then they declared it a major incident. Once we isolated the failing infrastructure, we shifted to traffic into healthy parts of the system. Service came back unevenly across regions, which is why some of you recovered before ours. The systems, while the team continued to work towards a root cause. What's next? We're running a full post-incident review. I care less about the one-line root cause and more about the real question. Why a failure in one service was able to take down this much? Why recovery took as long as it did? Why we changed to a single point of failure can ruin your night shift. That means hardening the dependencies. Underneath, what is this? Was this guy a politician or some shit? Vince Vance? That's some horse shit. What the hell? Oh, his stability improvements on Halo? Maybe if your ass wasn't tweeting about some horse shit. Where is it? Look at this. Oh, there's lots of bad information about workforce changes. Retweeting Asha. Look at this. Retweeting Cobra. Oh, get the fuck. Yo, Vince Vance, get your bitch ass out of here. You're over here reposting Cobra's horse shit. Get to work. No wonder this shit failed. Get the fuck. This is the old shills over there.
Fasten all seatbelts.
Retweeting Cobra. Get your ass to retweeting bootleg. Oh, shit. This is the CTO. Goddamn Vince Vance. Holy shit on me. He's a goddamn X-bot. Even the fucking CTOs are trolls. What the hell is wrong with this company? What is this? What is this shit? You're a CTO of the whole system went down because of your dumbass. And I see retweets from Bootleg Jez on what game you want to look forward to. The Cobra tweeting about the soccer player that posed with an Xbox. What? What? Retweeting about Frank Shaw when he went after all the rumors about the layoffs. What the fuck? Like, come on. Oh, yeah. And then all of a sudden he had to do work now. Uh-oh, Xbox support now. Now he's retweeting Xbox support. Yeah, all of a sudden. Thank you for your patience, for the reports that generally helped us. Now watch this. So all that stuff, this is what I mean. This guy's supposed to be working. Look at him. Look, the message from id to stop the messaging about we're fine, the two dudes over there. Like, what the anniversary? Dude, man. I don't see one technical update from him. He's the what? He's the CTO. Where's his Xbox updates of technical stuff? He's the Xbox technical officer, but doesn't tweet anything technical until the shit went down. I gotta see this. This is the horse shit that I'm talking about. Like, this is ridiculous. What? Wait, I'm not zooming in for this shit. Where is he? Where's Vince Vance and the goddamn singing the Christmas song? Where is he? This is roasting Vince Vance. Where is he? This is the Xbox chief technical officer, and he does not have one friggin' technical tweet. Oh, where'd he go? He trying to run away? Oh, wait a second. Oh, over here, this article. Where he going? We're gonna have to deglaze this. This is getting deglazed. This is an emergency deglazing right now. They just hijacked our show. This is an absolute emergency deglazing that has to happen right this second, right now. Because I was talking about the transparency, but this is a 5-alarm deglazing we got to get on here. We got a capping executive. This is an emergency deglazing. I need likes hit. AK Do Sensible with 10 VIPs in the house. Thank you so much, AK Do Sensible. He knew the emergency's coming. This is a deglazing emergency. Vince Vance and the summer hits. Holy shit. This guy needs to be deglazed. Gaming. He's getting, sir, sit on down because you're about to be deglazed. That's right. This is deglazing. Oh my God. Thank you so much, AK Do Sensible. Get all those VIPs in there. Got it. Oh man, this is an emergency. We have to stop the show. The show needs to be stopped. AK Do Sensible, yo. That's it. Get the sirens out. I got to move my water bottle because I might knock it over you. Hold on. This is the Xbox Chief Technical Officer giving you the excuses of biblical proportions. He is tweeting about only when the system is down did he's the technical officer. Dude, this guy must sit in some office jerking around, retweeting Cobra and shit, and Bootleg Jez, and just he's a social meteorite. Because you look at it, he's the chief technical officer. He gave you all this thing about his team, and we're preparing, and why it gets fixed. Maybe if your ass wasn't around, let's go look and see all the technical tweets you've done after, let's see. Oh, retweeted Jason Ronald, Clockwork Revolution, the Coalition, a message from ID saying that we're not fired. The CEO guy who said, the other guy, the community manager here, communities person saying, stop listening to everybody about all the studios being closed. Retweeting Asha's email, then retweeting Cobral, then retweeting Jez, and then Halo Countdown. Who's this person? What do they? Don't send a cold message. I want to see where his technical updates are. Where's these stable gameplay? It's like following a bot account. Where are his service updates? What? You're the chief technical officer. Where are the technical tweets? This is like Mark Cerny retweeting some bullshit. Seeing feedback on the logos. He's a social media. He's another social influencer. Chief technical officer. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't even know. And he joined on May 20th. Holy shit!
Prepare ship.
He's one of the Asha plants.
Fasten all seat
Get the fuck out of here! Get the get
Secure all animals in the zoo.
the fuck!
There's only one word.
What some horse shit.
And I'm gonna spell it out for you.
He probably got no wonder. Oh, get the hell out of here. Oh my gosh. This. Look, they're begging for job. Look, they're helping. Look. Hey, Jay, I'm Scott. I'm an engineer who worked on a bunch of customer and commercial platforms and products. I'm also a gamer, a longtime Xbox fan. I could tell. OG with the original console and ever gen since. I just finished playing through Witcher 3. Tweaking Wabbajack settings in Tale of Two Wastelands. Debating to pull the trigger on Civ 7. That's all they're playing with, Civ 7. What else did... So he's an engineer that worked on a bunch of consumer and commercial platforms and products. No wonder his account is not technical at all. It's a PR account. There you go. All of a sudden, he decided when the whole thing went down, he decided to say, oh, now I'm the chief technical officer. And they made such a big deal about it. Xbox quickly acknowledged the issue and said it was working to find a solution, but still took hours to get the service back online. Yeah, maybe because the guy's not a technical person at all. Xbox must do better. Van Villet. First off, whoever wrote this article, Inside Gamer, the guy's name is Scott Van Villet. Goddamn Mr. Doomsday. Fucking Doomsday. It's Doomsday. His name is Scott Van Villet, not Van Villet. Dr. Doom. Selling stories deep inside. What the fuck? They got a bunch of clowns over there, man. With every game he creates. They got a bunch of clowns over there. Van Villet said he's unacceptable. You know what's unacceptable, dude? You're the chief technical officer and haven't been tweeting anything technical since you said thank you for the job on May 20th, and then when the Xbox goes down, you go, oh shit, I gotta write some AI technical feedback right now. Yeah, AI Asha. This is written like an AI prompt anyway. Look at this. You don't think they threw this in Copilot? What happened? What we did? What's next? He probably wrote a couple of prompts and they said, output AI Copilot and paste. Dude hasn't tweeted anything technical. He hasn't even tweeted stuff from Xbox support since May. The only time he tweeted them is when shit went down. Dude, he's a fraud. He says in the upcoming weeks, he'll be providing an update on Xbox services. It has his Bible, whatever he wrote. But the whole reason why I went to Mr. Van Villet was because, watch this. The guy decides to talk, and they're like, you had to see. Listen, the reason why I'm talking about this so much is because I didn't even know. They made such a big deal. The Xbox CTO addresses the major outage. People are like, oh my God, the Xbox CTO has just, the transparency. Watch this. Look at the Xbox was down for 20 hours. And instead of getting the pitchforks, they got, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Watch. Here comes Larry Herb. Dude, Larry, stop. Where's Huggy? Get him in here. Get him in here. I've never seen a man leave a job and beg to want to come back.
Stop. Enough.
I'm sorry, Major Nelson. Like, cut it out. Do you want to work at Xbox? Then work at Xbox. You shove your nose so far by Asha's ass, just fucking stop. Go back work there. If I hired you, and where you work? Where you work? Gamer Emeritus? If I was at Gamer Emeritus, I'll be like, yo, who do you work for? Major Nelson. Come over here. Who do you work for? Thank you, Silverwolf, with the 10 jewels.
I have an exciting life now.
I was like, Major,
Breakfast to go.
get
You're
over
gonna
here.
love my nuts. Watch this.
Get over here. Why you keep going over to Xbox headquarters and hanging around outside in the parking lot? You work for on our business hours. Why are you over there talking to Asha? Why are you tweeting Xbox business? You are Gamer Emeritus. You work for us. I never saw somebody leave get fired or left the job and want to come back so bad that he has a job. Work at your job. I know what's hilarious is that Larry Herb didn't do shit. Since he left, he didn't even talk about it. As soon as Asha came back, he kept crawling up that ass. Lurking around outside. He's probably, dude, he's fucking Major Nelson. Yo, ever since Asha came back, this has been Major Nelson like this. Like this. Like, dude. This is Major Nelson outside Xbox headquarters. Like this. Asha. This is Major. Work at your other job. Stop crawling up Asha's ass. If you want to work for Xbox, then go back. Like, I don't understand it. This has been him since Asha came back. This has been Major Nelson. You're hiding in the goddamn Xbox plants. Over at Rare. He's hiding behind the Xbox Rare plants. Like, dude. He crawling up everybody's ass. Everybody, Xbox does something. He's Major Nelson's the fucking tweet over there. It's like, dude, you don't work for them. He's like, I'm their alumni ambassador or some shit like that. I'm like, what does that mean? Did they pay you? Like, go back then. If you think you could change shit, then go back. Stop lurking in the Xbox plants. It is. The gosh, yeah. Tom John says Omega level glaze, dude. They pre-glazed Major Nelson before he left. Like, we're firing you, but make sure you jump in the glaze machine before you leave. Thanks, Scott. I've been on your side of the table. I know how this feels. Hit me up. We should chat. Who employees? I would be like, excuse me, are you sharing? Where is it? I don't know. Whoever this company is, Gamer Emeritus, it doesn't even have the link. Who is it? Gaming First and I don't even know a clue. I would feel bad if this is a company. I don't know who he works for. He deployed the AMA container on unrated server. He added a camera to UB network. He assembled and deploys the mesh tick and mesh core transceivers of the off-grid. More to come. Well, whoever's paying you to do those nerd projects, I will be, excuse me, sir. Why are you completely pretending you still work there? Is this what happens with Microsoft alumni? Like, you don't really leave? But Major was there. Thank you, Samurai, for tweeting at me. And here we go. Here we go. Who? Cody. Cody, get him in there. That's not Cody Rhodes. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Right after my name. Here it comes. Watch. Right here we go. Thank you for the transparent communication and updates. Sony and PlayStation could learn a thing or two. Here comes Sly Ghost. Appreciate the transparency. Sony was whisper quiet, but you guys provide status updates and an explanation. Like, Jim Deaver, this level of transparency feels so weird, but I love it. Thank you for that. I swear, if Xbox would have done the article that Sony put out, they would have been thank you for letting me know in 28 you're not going to do discs anymore. Thank you, Xbox, for the transparency. Thank you for just not pulling discs from store shelves. I appreciate the transparency. Sony did it. They're throwing pitchforks and fire at Sony headquarters. They're ready to black them out. I swear, if Xbox would have did that thing, you would have had this level of transparency. This shit was down for 20 hours. People couldn't play their games. Halo was pre-released for $70. Couldn't play it. And they were all crawling up Sony's ass about digital rights and shit. This fed right into it, and now they're saying thank you for the transparency. Instead of going, yo, Xbox, you're just as much as a bitch as PlayStation. Your system goes down, we can't play our games. That's exactly why we're fighting for physical on PlayStation. This is the exact reason. Instead of them piling on and adding that Xbox issue is the same issue that they're afraid PlayStation going to do. That's why we're fighting PlayStation for physical, is because the shit that just happened for 20 hours. Instead of that, they're like, you're not like PlayStation. Thank you for the transparency. What the fuck? PlayStation was being transparent in 2 fucking years without making discs. You got 2 years of transparency, bitch. We got 2 years of transparency. But they're ready to roast PlayStation by the balls. Like, what the hell? 2 years of transparency. Yeah, the 2 years we're not doing something. Holy shit. Kill them all. Xbox goes down for 20 hours, and then some dude comes out of the woodwork going like, yeah, we have to fix the wires and the friends. And what? Thank you. Thank you. You should be like, why did this happen? This is exactly why we want physical media. But no, they didn't do that. This level of transparency feels weird, but I love it. Yeah, did he respond to you, Quest God? Yeah, no. Mr. CTO didn't respond to you about your physical question. So some people tried, but he didn't respond to those. Now. And then here come the people. It didn't bother me. Very appreciate the explanation. Thank you, Chief Rocks. There's somebody. Chief Rocker, this is bullshit. Xbox, PlayStation aren't ready for the digital future. Thank you. At least somebody there. Somebody got a brain. Some people there. Look at this guy. I'm not even an Xbox player anymore. I'm coming here to say kudos for the transparency. Dude, did they send out a memo? Like, why does everybody say the same word? What about thanks for letting me know? Why does everybody use the word transparency? Like, it seems like they get rehearsed. Xbox has a long way to go, but communication and transparency go a long way. The ice still might be thin, but at least the lines of communication are open. You don't even play Xbox. What the? Who the fucking people? Yo, I can't with these.
Mr. Yellow Chair.
This is why I don't click on this shit live. This is why I don't click on this shit live, grinders. This is why I don't click on this shit live. Ooh, this person has an October 23 and has one fucking follower. Who are these people?
And they little gaga.
I don't play. What the fuck is this? Look at these people. Look at these people. Oh, I'm sure he's fine. Oh, yeah. You know his ass is right up here. Yep. I doesn't play. Yeah. Oh, sure. Yeah, he's behind that. I'm sure he's black. Are you doing the blackout, sir? I'm sure he is. I'm sure he is. Oh, yeah, look. He did something about carrots and pricing, and then he did he's saying that I'm screwing Sony, and then he says Congress, and then he says Xbox is suffering a major outage, and then Xbox First Light, and then GOG, and then transparency. One follower. And here it is. Who are these people? This guy giving an explanation. Sounds like another day in IT support world. Parent incidents are common with the estate that big and interconnected. What? People can never get me to hate Xbox, the most transparent and customer-friendly gaming platform on the market. Holy shit, Grinder. Who did this? Did somebody do this to me? Why am I here? What am I doing? What are we talking about? I feel like I have 200 people in here. Hit that like button. I feel like I'm just watching this shit and venting out loud. Because I don't even want to click on these people's names. I don't even want to click on them. Yeah. No. This is beautiful transparency PlayStation needs. Sony can never be transparent. Imagine being transparent with your customers. Yo. Nazi. What did he do? Yeah, I don't even go through these people's things. Like, what the hell are they? They don't even talk about games. Thank you for the clarification. That's how a serious and proper company should act. As a gamer, I wasn't affected. I didn't get a chance to turn on the console today, but I really, really appreciate the transparency and respect shown to Xbox customers. Yo, this is a sickness. Like, it's the same line from these random ass people. Thank you for being transparent about this. It's a rare thing nowadays. Am I lying? Am I lying that there is not a set of? I don't even know what this is. I don't know if this is I don't know what this is. This is torture. I know it is torture. I'm glad they gave us communication during the outage, being more open and transparent. The big fan of transparency. Do you see this? Big fan of transparency. I still think tackling the digital issue. Okay, at least you address something like that. Thanks for transparency, Scott. I want to mention another issue. Great job giving clear detail. I'm all for transparency. Yo, look, it doesn't stop. It doesn't stop reading. I'm done. I'm done. I am done. I'm turning it off. Scott, Vince Vance. We're done with Vince Vance. We're done. I got to go look at the chat. I'm done. I'm done with that. We're not looking anymore. It is wild. Back to financial. Let's see what Satya has to say. I need a drink. But what is like? Magna Lord says no one talks about bot accounts when it's Xbox. Xbox Discord is mobilizing. It's just, it is eerie. It is eerie how it was down for 20 hours. People that don't even play are trying to save Xbox. People that don't even play Xbox are like, this is wonderful. This is great. Like, that guy has not done a technical tweet since May, since he started this job. And now he does an AI prompt about what they did, why it was down for 20 hours. People couldn't play the game for 20 hours during the weekend pre-release of Halo. Well, obviously, nobody's playing Halo. Nobody's complaining. But it's just crazy. That's torture, right? But it is crazy, though. Like, it just kind of, like, it makes me go, like, I don't understand. Nobody has any other vocab. Like, everybody just says, oh, hashtag transparency, and then that's it. Nobody says, hey, thanks for letting me know. Thanks for letting us know. There's no other language. It's always just the same keywords that the bots that they use, right? I just think it's kind of awkward that it seems like the memo goes out. They're like, what should we say? It's a transparency tweet, everybody. Go, 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 go. They go to the Discord. Oh, wow, it's been down for 20 hours. Bootleg Jez is in there. He's like, guys, they've been down for 20 hours. My theme song is coming in. Here he comes. Bootleg Jez. Tell us what to say. All right, guys, I'm here. I'm in the Discord. Whew. Tom Warren's here, too. Tom, get him. Tom, Dusty Bin, get in here. Hear their entrance music. Like wrestlers. Here they come. All right, guys, wait, hold on. Here they come. Here they come.
These clowns do not know where to go. This is not an Xbox. These are clowns.
All right, we're all here. Tom, Bootleg Jez, Dusty Bin, we're all here. All right. Here they come. Yes, Xbox has been down for about 20 hours. Okay. Yeah. All right. Guys, a transparency tweet. The CTO will be tweeting out. He hasn't said anything worth anything about Xbox support or infrastructure since he became the technical officer, but he will be tweeting out an AI prompt by Copilot about what has happened. I need everybody go, go, go. Transparency, keyword transparency. We want keyword transparency in all the comments. Go, 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 go. And there you go. It's a transparency tweet. Okay. Asha's going to tweet out bad numbers. Guys, we got bad numbers. Bad numbers are coming from Asha. Get in here. Get in here. Bad numbers. All right. We want to say momentum is there. Momentum. Asha's just getting started. Next year is the year. 2027. 2027 will be better. Go, 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 go. That's what they do. All right. Gears multiplayer is going to be a little rough tomorrow. May not be what everybody likes. Come in here. It may not be what everybody wants, but you're going to love it. It's an exclusive, so you got to promote it. I want everybody, even if you hate Gears, you got to say it looks good. Go, 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 go. That's Xbox Discord. That's where they go. That's where they get fed. Because it's eerie, dude. It's eerie that they all say the same shit. But they're all, no. Josh, they're all blaming Phil. Bootleg Jez wrote an article, oh my God, about Phil. Like, oh, Phil's horrible. This is the Project Latitude was a failure. I'm like, oh my God, I would just wish if I had the time to go grab Bootleg Jez clips about exclusives don't matter and nobody cares about exclusives anymore. They don't sell consoles. Even Sony's hurting. Sony's, him telling Rand all that shit. If I really gave a shit, I would like whatever. Let him burn. Let him. It's his problem. He has to learn how to do a spinneroonie like goddamn Booker T. I'm not wasting my time with that. But my God, all of them. They got the message from the Discord. All of it. Now it's like, oh, how are you gonna grow? Like, maybe I'll do it as a bonus thing. How many likes we have? I might cover that on a bonus thing. I might just give you that little article thing because I got something to say on that too. And while I got everybody here, I might as well just let you know. Or maybe say I'm not gonna save it no goddamn video. Nobody has time to wait. If you're here, you're getting it live. This is why you come here live. This is why you gotta subscribe to the Gaming Grindhouse, because when I go live, you're getting this stuff raw and uncut. This is raw. This is not processed AI prompt shit. This is exactly what's in my head at the time. So that's why you want to catch this live and comment live and create the show yourself. But anyway, Satya, about this stuff, right? Satya, we expect a return to business growth in fiscal year 2027. We're making the necessary decisions required across our content portfolio, platform, and operations to reset the business for long-term growth. It's out there. 200 million people. Thank you for the transparency. I appreciate it, Josh. There you go. That's it. I'm being transparent. There you go. Platform and portfolio. Yeah. Satya basically just said we're gutting the shit out of everything because we're spending too much money. That's right. That's basically what he's saying. She's not done. That's the main thing. She's not done. Xbox had the worst quarter, down 1.6 billion year over year. Here are their fiscal quarters. Look at this. Now let's see the numbers here. Xbox content down 10%, declined 13%, and revenue declined. Like, it's just down. Those parentheses mean negative. It's worse. Their quarters were worse. I didn't even look at the last quarter. I'm looking year over year. Xbox content and services. How is it? What? How is it lower when Forza released? How's content and services lower? It was 5% when they had no games. And Forza Horizon comes out and they're down 10%? How was their content and services less when Forza came out? And I thought their console sold. The devices, everything's worse. Look at this. Not even a great game could save them. Thank you, Alex. I'm transparent. Thank you. Yes, I'm very transparent. Exactly. Forza and layoffs, and they still lost more than the previous quarter. How does that happen? How does that happen? Search and goddamn Bing is beating out Xbox by 10%. Yo, Bing is the bottom line. When Bing is doing better than Xbox, you better Bing your ass out of here.
Gaming.
Yo. Bing. It's like Bing is like one letter of Google. And Bing is beating Xbox. That tells you how bad Xbox is. When Bing is plus 10. Bing search is plus 10. That is absolutely craziness. Holy shit. That is craziness. But that's the whole point. Oh, and Asha gave away those Xboxes too this quarter. Maybe that's why. Here he goes again. They're resetting the business. Xbox is taking it back to 2024. When it comes to annual revenue, that is, which saw a decline of nearly $1.7 billion in fiscal year 26. Content and services declined 5%. Hardware fell off a cliff nearly 30%. When was that? That was this year, July, yeah. And they look at this. Their sneaky Asha put it as Xbox, all capital. Didn't fix the numbers, though. Look at that. Holy crap. Dude, they're back to 2024 numbers. Everything else grew. Look at this. Server, Microsoft 365, everything grew. Xbox is the only thing. LinkedIn went up. Windows devices stayed stagnant. Search, look at search. Search blew up. Bing is beating their ass. But Xbox 21, 23, 21. Wow. And look what's crazy. Look at the total revenue, right? 245, 281, 331. None of that growth is because of Xbox, because Xbox is losing. This is crazy. They're going to get rid of it. It's the only division. It's the only one that is not growing. It's the only one that is not making money. And we've been saying this for years. Like, how many years has Xbox has not been made money? Satya said they've been subsidizing the business. He's done subsidizing it. They're gutting it all, dude. They're gutting it all.
Oh no! We suck again!
She's gonna chip away at everything and just leave Call of Duty, Minecraft, and Fallout, and everybody else is gonna rot. I wouldn't be. I said I was gonna do a video about Gears in trouble. They still got 1,600 people to lay off, and if I was the coalition, I'll be nervous as hell. Going like, once we drop Gears and we out, like, you know what I mean? I'm sure they're gonna see some studio goodbyes because it's just the nature of the business. They're cutting everything because they got to get to growth, and now they're going out there committing that for 2027 is going to be the year that they fix it. If they don't fix it, they're going to be like, yo, Satya, you said fiscal year is when you're fixing it, dude. This was pretty interesting. Matt Biscatella, Alana P.S., I think Xbox will get rid of discs. And he goes, you think you learn not posting about this stuff, but I'm a glutton, apparently. He says, I would suggest quiet quitting. Since Helix is a PC, they could just say it supports physical via add-on drive. But, I guess. Oh, man, I find quite amusing that people somehow think that Xbox is going to become the champion of physical media given its last 20 years. If you want physical support, buy a Switch. I've been saying so many people, Xbox has a chance to become the number one console platform by supporting physical games. And it's like, how do I tell them? They've been waiting. Well, they've been waiting. Asha, here we go. Here's Satya again. When it comes to Xbox, we're making the changes. He goes, we have the best IP in the industry and talented studios around the world and believe we can bring trends together and expect the return of the business growth in fiscal 2027. The best IP. Did somebody tell Satya that they got rid of, like, all their IP? And then for those people, again, and this is where I just think it's kind of absolutely asinine that people are sitting there thinking that, like, it's just they think that it was fine that Xbox didn't close the studios. Oh, they're so nice. They didn't close the studios. They sent them out there to die. Double Fine just laid off 23 members. They have 90 people working there. They laid off 23. That was almost a third of the company. Because Xbox said, we don't want anything to do with you. Good luck. They celebrated this company on stage at E3 2019 being purchased by Microsoft. Matt Booty went in there with trash finger. And people glazed over the firings and the release of this IP. Meanwhile, they were the same people that celebrated these roadmaps. Oh my God, Double Fine could work on Conquer or Banjo. Like all these glazing media bullshit that they get paid to say. All this IP, all these roadmaps, just think with Double Fine, with Psychonauts 3, just think what they can do. And it's just like, they did nothing with them. They made a pottery game, a lighthouse game, and they said, here's Psychonauts, finally. If there was it was supported by what was it? What was a Kickstarter? And they said after they did a Kickstarter, they said, okay, make a lighthouse game and make a pottery fighting game. All right, thanks. Thanks, Double Fine. Thank you. And they got rid of them. Everybody's like, oh, thank you. Xbox is so wonderful. Thank you for the transparency. You didn't fire them. You just sold them off and let them be independent. Dude, they sent them out to die. Like it's a... And they don't own any IP from them. Satya going, we have the best IP. Yeah, he's talking about Call of Duty, Candy Crush, and Fallout, and Minecraft. The best IP. You got rid of all your other shit. And Halo's in the face down, ass up with Craig. And Gears is going to be next because Booty managed to destroy that franchise is next. Hopefully that multiplayer looks fire. But then they do. They kick them to the curb. And then Halo runs better on the Pro and whatever about that. But here it comes. Here's your bonus, Grinders. Hit that like button. I don't even know where are we with likes. I got to see. Some of you don't hit that like button. I'm going to come after you. I don't preach that transparency. I'll come after you. You don't hit that like button. Let me see. I'm going to be checking. I'm going to be checking over about 200 people in here. I got 72 likes. How dare you? Get those likes up, please.
Where's the lamb sauce?
I'll give you this bonus topic right here. I'll give you this bonus topic. Get in there. I want to see those likes up. And hit that hype button. Whatever the hype button does. Get me out there. Be transparent. Let them know that this is a kick-ass show. I put it all out on the line out there, Grinders. Nobody does it like this. Everybody got rehearsed. Everybody got hand-me-outs. Everybody got insiders. I don't got shit. I got my mouth, my eyeballs, and the Grinders. That's all I got. And I tell you all the cool shit. I show you the cool stuff because I'm just like, I'm not flowing out to some goddamn Janky Jones convention. I don't have no developer telling me what the hell's going on. Bitch, I see it with my eyeballs. I don't need no dev pumping me with some bullshit. That's it. I tell you the way it is. Live. Uncut, raw with music. That's it. Even the crazy trolls are in here. They get songs as well. Doesn't matter here. We're having a good time. You see, they want to come back. Aaron and X Haktu. They got whole ass songs. They come back here. I get the trolls in here. They hang out. It's a fun time for everybody. Hit that like button. Hit that hype button. Let's go. So, bonus. Bonus. You thought the deglazing. Listen. This man puts the B in bootleg. Oh, thank you, G Bro. I do great research. Hey, yeah, I do. I remember a lot of good. I remember a lot of things. Like that's the thing. I have like a very strong memory. I know when people tell me something or I read something, and I'm like, you know what? It's gonna. Yeah. No, thank you. I do research. I do. I prepare for the shows. I make sure I check the videos and all that. I do. Thank you. I appreciate my D Bro. I thank you. I'll give you a round of applause. Thank you. I do the work. I do the work. Thank you. Make the music. Something else. But anyway, this is the logic. I'm just going to break it down to you. Yeah, 16-bit Kev says he thinks Gears ran its course. Yeah. I don't know, man. I'm interested in C. I'm interested in the C. And shout out to AK again for the 10 VIPs in the balcony. We're going to have that VIP show, too. That's a fun time. We'll have that as well. Yeah, Josh knows about good memories. So, this is the logic. Calls an analysis. Listen. He puts the B in bootleg. Just like he was telling everybody that the Asus ROG Ally was an Xbox. It's an Xbox. What are you talking about? It's an Xbox. It's an Xbox. Never forget, Mass Produce. Never forget. Let them cook. Thank you, Cephalon Snow. Send in the gift. Thank you so much. 750 jewels. Give them those
An
jewels.
exciting life now. Breakfast to go. You're going to love my nuts. Watch this.
We want
You can
those
do
physical
everything-
discs. That's right, Mass Produce. Get in there. So, this is the logic. And speaking of the Asus ROG Ally, right? His logic is that Project Helix needs to be reevaluated, or it's, quote, being reevaluated. And the first sentence is hilarious. Exclusive leaked data from us. Humana, what?
Stop. Enough.
Exclusive leaked Exclusive leaked data from us. I'm gonna who? I'm gonna what? Whatever the hell that means. I don't know how we have exclusive leaks. Exclusive leaked data. So you exclusively stealing it, just you? That's somebody, they should go to jail for that. Right? If I say I'm exclusively leaking this, you're basically saying I'm the culprit. You're guilty. You should just say leaked data. He says exclusively leaked data from us. Shit. They should send over the SWAT team. They should be knocking on Bootleg's door. Bootleg Central. Not reported news, not investigation, exclusive leaked data. Well, that tells me who I need to fire. We don't even need a lawyer. Yes, sir, I exclusively leaked it. Put his ass in jail. like, who talks like that? Exclusively leaked data from us. Microsoft, you got a leak. This is horseshit. Suggest a huge amount of Xbox Helix users could simply ditch Xbox for Steam inside Xbox's own hardware. This could have a big implications for Helix. And would people buy a greater than $1,000 console? Analysis. Bootleg, you put the capital B in bootleg. Listen, this is his logic. That if they put Steam on Project Helix, Xbox would not reap any benefits from that, and people would just use Steam. So in the article, which I don't even want to click on to give him his ads, because Windows Central is a shit show of ads. In the article, he's saying that on the ROG Ally, and I'll show you the data on that one. On the ROG Ally, about like 2% of the people use the Windows Store. Everybody just uses it like a Steam Deck or buy it from other stores. I don't need data to tell you that. That's exactly what they do. Nobody goes to the Windows Store. Nobody ever went to the Windows Store. That's why they put their games on Steam. So, again, 2 eyeballs. I don't need data. We know that. We know it because they put Master Chief Collection and their games on Steam because at first they were exclusive to the Windows Store. Nobody went there with Windows 10, and they put it on Steam because nobody was going to Windows. They're not using it as that. So his thing is that nobody will use Xbox if Steam is on there. But if I remember, Mr. Tom Warren, his nipples were piercing glass when he got the ROG Ally and was able to run, oh yeah, it plays Spider-Man. You notice how the bot's mind changed. Again, the Discord. When they brought the ROG Ally, and it was a, quote, Xbox, but it was really a PC, but they were telling everybody it's an Xbox, and then they go and they launch Spider-Man from Steam, and it's like, look, it's launching on Xbox. You remember that horse shit? Tom Warren, Dirty Tom, getting all the likes and the blue check marks because he booted up Spider-Man. They didn't even boot up their Xbox games. They booted, the first thing they did with the ROG Ally with the Xbox button was boot up Spider-Man. It plays PlayStation games. Oh, I got you guys.
On their little
I got you.
My little baby, little Fisher Price
Remember?
plastic toy.
And that was the whole Xbox reach around, Xbox Rusty Trombone. They were going to be like, oh, I'm playing PlayStation games via Steam on something that's branded for the Xbox launcher. Yeah. And that was the game. PlayStation putting their games on PC. Xbox will be able to play PlayStation games. And now this is what happened. But then PlayStation says, we're not doing that anymore. Now, all of a sudden, these Xbox guys now don't want Steam on it because it's going to hurt Xbox. You see how it changed? You see how it changed? Once the ROG Ally launched and it was just a PC with an Xbox app, And then PlayStation said, we're not putting our games on PC anymore. Now they don't want Steam on there. They just want a traditional Xbox. Oh, I got some news for you. So Steam is useless now. Exactly. And now they're really evaluating a Steam without PlayStation games is harmful for Xbox. Yo! Shout out to Iconic Games with the 5 VIPs in the house. Thank you. You and AK Do Sensible are gonna get the VIP song. Woo! Thank you so much. I appreciate it, Iconic. But it's crazy. These were that's why I told you there's shirts in the Grindhouse shop. In the search for W's, all they get are L's. Because they were looking for all the wrong things while their Xbox games were sucking. Phil Spencer was sucking.
Sir.
They were all sucking, but they were just trying to look for the Xbox reach around to try to get some sort of W. They were trying to get some sort of W. Like, well, we could do it.
For 6 years, I taught you how to go for the W. You could have been one of the greats. And now look at yourself. You're not even a has-been. You're a never was.
And that's the thing. But that was the first thing they did. Yo, you got Waleed. Nice. And you got LM and Bathory. Thank you so much, Iconic Games. And thank you again, AK Do Sensible. Shout out to you as well. And thank you for the coins. Everybody dropping the coins. But this is the thing. So PlayStation, now Steam is useless. So now they're evaluating Steam versus Xbox because before they were embracing Steam. Remember last year, just imagine if the next Xbox has Steam on it. And everybody's like, yeah, that'll be great. I could play all the PlayStation games. This is great. Ah, ha, ha. And now all of a sudden they don't want Steam on it. That's what now they don't want it on there because Steam is going to hurt the Xbox ecosystem. Because from his data, majority of the people that bought the ROG Ally use Steam. They don't use the Windows Store. No shit, Sherlock. They don't. Because it sucks. Xbox will put lipstick on a pig. Nobody wants that store. The games take I downloaded Halo on it. It took me over an hour to download Halo Combat Campaign Evolved with that Xbox app. It is trash. Oh, but somebody said from Xbox, the transparency, we're working to make it faster. Blow it out your ass, man. You've been working on that app too. Oh, we'll fix it. We hear you. Shut up. They just pander. And then they hope all the transparency at the bottom gives them traction. Oh, well, thank you for letting us know you're on it. Yeah. Phil was on it for 10 years, and now he's off of it. Phil just tells it the way it is. He told us to wait to E3. He don't want to show anything early. Leave him alone. Yeah. He got shown the door. That's what happened. He waited long enough that E3 died. Wait to E3 until there was no more E3. That's how bogus that shit got. But that's all they do for the engagement. They wanted the PC reach around. Rusty Trombone, exactly. But now, Bootleg now is putting fear into Xbox guys going, you don't want Steam. You don't want Steam. Thank you, Steely. I appreciate it, man. Because I would donate, but you have 250 took all. I got you. No problem, Steve. I appreciate it, man. Anything, yeah, it's great. Any little stuff. Those are big things, but yeah, anything is appreciated. I appreciate it, man. But now, now what they're trying to do is scaring you to not want Steam. Not only do you not get the PlayStation games, but you won't want Steam on the next Xbox. Not only does it hurt the Xbox ecosystem and people will just buy from Steam and not buy from Xbox. Not only that, but because Steam will be on there, they can't subsidize the box. So the box is going to be over $1,000. So now what Bootleg did in this article is they're trying to now justify to fearmonger the Xbox fan to not want Steam on the Xbox. And the PC dudes are going like, well, wait a second. No, that was the whole point of this is to be an Xbox. See? The carry go. The guy who criticized the ROG Ally. He's like, it's not a one-way street. If Helix supports Steam games along with other PC storefronts, that increases the value of Helix. Ask yourself, if Xbox Series X supported Steam right now, how much more would you value the Series X? Exactly. That was the sales pitch last year. Just imagine the Xbox is a hybrid. It plays Steam games, and everybody's like, woohoo! But they only wanted the PlayStation games. And now he comes back. And now, see? That benefits Steam, not Xbox. And then Bootleg argue with him. Where's Bootleg? I got him again. Bootleg was going back and forth with him. Where's Bootleg? What the hell? What the freaking hell is on my show like that? And then see, here come the people after him. Yeah, but how the hell is Xbox going to make money without selling the damn console and super thin margins? Would you buy a $1,200 Xbox if it only played Xbox games? There's no opinions here. Just silicone is done. They've already invested in that silicone. He raises value for the customer. It kills the product for the business. See? But it's another Xbox shit show. The best thing they can do is just release a console, dedicated software. See, people just want a traditional console. But what they're trying to do is they're trying to say Steam on Xbox Helix would make sense. Does Steam on Xbox even make sense with the RAM apocalypse? The next-gen Xbox will be more expensive than ever, probably. And without the guarantee uses, will even people buy games via Xbox if it's open? Doesn't that break the business model? Bootleg coming around. All of a sudden, exactly, Josh, all of a sudden, they're coming around going, well, wait a second. If Steam and Epic Store are on there, then how does Xbox make money? No shit. I was saying all that last year when you dopes were calling everything as an Xbox and Steam and all you excited to play PlayStation games. It's like, how does Xbox win? How does Xbox do anything? But what he's trying to say is if it's an open platform, then the price of it's going to be astronomical because it can't subsidize like a traditional console. So you all want Xbox to be a closed platform so that it saves you money and the console's not very expensive. So that's why he's scaring Xbox owners into not wanting Steam. So then the Grindhouse comes in. You're really sitting here thinking. You really think that Xbox Helix is not going to be a PC? Since the show, the game show that they had, the game developer show, they already said how Xbox is going to be. You build for PC. I went over it. We did it a couple of weeks ago. Grindadamas. And I said the whole thing when she was talking about backwards compatibility. The moves that they're making are clearly obvious that Windows is the future. Whatever that box is, it is going to be Windows. And if it's a Windows machine, then it has to be an open platform. They cannot make it a Windows machine and make it locked to the Xbox store because that's how they got involved in the monopolistic shit back in the 90s with all that stuff going on with the Netscape and all that other stuff where they're trying to put their browser on there. They cannot block Epic Store and Steam from an open platform and on a platform they own. They will be sued out the ass. They can't do it. If they put Windows on there and they're playing PC games, those PC games they need. And if you think they're going to hide, and listen, you think that they're going to hide Steam and they're going to block Steam, then why the hell does the Xbox app right friggin' now highlight all the games from other storefronts? If they were trying to get away from Steam, why does my library show all the games from Epic Store? It shows from Steam, High God, from Steam. Why would it show all this? You guys were going, they were going ape shit last year when they were showing my whole library is here from everywhere. This is glorious. Now all of a sudden, this is not good. You don't want this. This means expensive Xbox. Well, which is it? Last year, you guys were all hyped up that Steam was on Xbox. Look, Steam is here. And Game Pass, my whole library. Look, it's all here. Even the PlayStation games, they were all hyped up because Spider-Man showed up over here. Like, look, Spider-Man is on Xbox. Goofy asses. They were doing this all last year. Now it stops. Now they're afraid. Oh, no, this has to be blocked. No, I'm sorry. I spent too many friggin' shows telling you that by clicking on this button and launching Steam is not Xbox. Yes, it is. Dude, they were that glazed last year. Yes, remember that, Corey? They were even trying to convince you that that's the future and that PlayStation need to have Steam on it. Yes. Yes, Corey. That's how glazed that shit was because, you know, whatever Xbox does, everybody got to do it. Except for physical games. And like, no, Xbox will save us. Last year, they were saying, well, PlayStation's going to have Steam on it too. I remember it was Hip Hop Gamer was like, yeah, the next PlayStation's going to have Steam on it. Like, what? Well, they're putting their games on PC, so they're going to have Steam on there. And I'm like, why would they do that? Why would they put the same game on Steam and put the game on PlayStation Store and you could buy either one of them? The same thing I've asked here. Why would Xbox put the same game on Steam day one and Windows Store and people will buy from Steam? Now, a year later, they're realizing that that's some stupid ass shit. But then tell me, they're showing all the storefronts here because they have to. This, and I've said this before, this app cannot boot up your computer, shut down Steam and not let it boot up and do all this stuff. They cannot do that and have just their store show up and it's like, hey, this is the only place to buy games on this device. They can't do that if it's a PC. If it's a Windows PC, they cannot have this overlay everything and not tell you about other storefronts. They can't do it. They'll get sued. They got sued already when they try to do this with Netscape and Internet Explorer. They try to block all the other browsers on an open platform and force you to use theirs. They even do it to this day. When you want to change Google out for Bing, they ask you 30 times, like, you sure? Bing's the same thing as Google. Edge is the same thing as Chrome. You sure? They beg you not to switch. They're such bitches. They want to make money on their own platform, but also make it an open platform to make money from everybody else. They're sleazy sons of bitches over there at Microsoft. They want to sell their own shit on their own place, but also want to get money from all the other people using their stuff. Well, which is it? You can't do both. You can't make a competition for something that already exists better than somebody else that they're making money on there. Like, you can't. So they can't block Steam if it's a PC. If it's an Xbox closed system, then they don't need to put Steam on there. And that's what they all want. Because they want people to buy from this store locked away. But in order to buy from the Windows Store, it has to be a PC. Unless they are doing some sort of secret-ass partition thing where it is like a Windows kernel and it's just a half-ass Windows, a streamlined Windows just to play these PC games. But do people even want to do it? People don't want to be locked to the Windows. You heard it right now. People are flipping their shit because they got to buy something from PlayStation Store on a PlayStation. They're like, no! I'm going to PC where there's multiple markets. So You think Xbox is going to be playing PC games and make it only their store, their prices? If people give that same energy, that's not what they want. And especially since they've been teasing. This is the thing. I think it's all smoke up the ass because really, right here, these first 3 games right here is your answer. Why would Xbox bring its exclusive games from console to PC? Why would Xbox partner with Ubisoft that if you bought the game on Xbox, they will give you some games on Ubisoft Connect? Why are they pushing Play Anywhere, where you get an Xbox console version and you get a PC version? Just those 3 things right there tell me that they are preparing to move you over to here, PC, which is what Project Helix is going to be. Why would they take backwards compatibility games that are already backwards compatible on the console that you own, subsidized console, and put them on PC? And that's just the start of the program. More is coming. And they say thank you. Meanwhile, these idiots, they're leading you off the thing that you want to stay on. You want to be on console, and they're telling you, nope, go to PC. This right here, those 3 Xbox games going on PC is exactly, that tells you exactly what the Helix is. Why would she waste time? And on top of that, she stopped development of Copilot on consoles. Why? Because the future, there is no console. That Xbox operating system, that Xbox, that Series X, that infrastructure is not the future. That's why they're not investing Copilot on there. That's why they're taking the games off of the console with Play Anywhere and giving you PC libraries, moving your Xbox 360 games, your Xbox original games, your Ubisoft games. They're making sure that you have a PC library that goes with you. That's the plan. Because why would they do that if the next Xbox is not a PC? They're basically killing their next Xbox before it even comes out. Right? That's like PlayStation saying, hey, all our games that are on PlayStation, they'll be coming to PC. Oh, and by the way, here's our PlayStation 6. It's going to be like, bitch, you just gave us all your games. I'm not buying no PlayStation 6. Why would you do that? You're basically giving PC all the Xbox games that were exclusive, only can be played there on PC. To what? Say, oh, well, our next Xbox is not a PC. Why would you do that then? Why? David says it's just a launcher. It is just a launcher. But they were telling us last year that this was an Xbox. They are escorting people off of the platform. And instead of people having that energy and calling it out, going, wait a second, this is not the future, they say thank you. Thank you for the transparency. But then they scream about...
How about those exclusives?
What exclusives? It's on Steam. Steam is not Xbox. Gears is coming to Steam. That's not Xbox. So what is an exclusive? An exclusive should be the Windows Store and Xbox console. That brings people to your ecosystem. How do you call them exclusives when they go to Steam, which is not your... Oh, but they get percentages. Bullshit. That's not their ecosystem. That's exactly what Bootleg's saying in his article. That's not their ecosystem. You can't have Steam. Right here. Where does he say it? Discussion. It makes no sense. And know why it doesn't make no longer sense? Because PlayStation took their games off. Watch this. An open PC Helix could end up being absurdly expensive. They're losing $150 on the closed Xbox right now. It's some Inception level shit. That's right, Magnalord. Hit those likes up. And I gotta hit the refresh button. Hit the likes. And 92 likes. Let's go. Let's get to 100 on the impromptu show. You're getting your bonus article here. Vex says, do you think Microsoft and Xbox might pull out of releasing games from Steam? Seen Zucker talk about it. It's a catch-22. Asha wants console users a unified development pipeline, yet ROG has 2%. 2% attach rate with PC users going to Steam. Yeah, and that's exactly what I was getting at with his article with the data, Vex, is that only 2% is attach rate of PC and Xbox games. They're not buying Xbox games. They're buying PC games. They want them, as soon as Sony did it, they wanted Xbox to do the same thing. The problem is we just spent the whole hour and a half talking about Xbox financials. They can't afford to do that. Xbox can't afford to pull the games from Steam where it sells and they make some percentage to then put it on their platform where people are getting the game in Game Pass. That's why I think the next move is that the first-party games come out of Game Pass and people got to buy them. That's what I think her next move is. I think I think Fable's the last one. But who knows? Fable may get delayed. I'll show you that. Fable may be delayed, and they basically, it's the first game not in Game Pass. But I think that's coming. Day one Game Pass is done. They're cooked. They're done with that. That's what they need to do. They got to pull the games out of Game Pass. They need to pull the games out of Game Pass. No more day one. Get people to buy their games, then pull them off of Steam, and hopefully they could try to get people buying games again. But that's going to take time. And I think the ship has sailed. And they don't have a big enough audience on that console. Remember, Sony's dealing with 100 million PlayStations that they can mess around with. Xbox is like at 30-something million. That's not a lot of people to sell your game to. And then also, they don't even want to bother with the Windows Store on PC. That's a ghost town. So, really, you don't have the install base to support that kind of plan. That's why Phil never did it. That's why they changed. They used to do it with the Xbox One. Then they stopped because it didn't work anymore. The install base was not buying games anymore. It got small. They had to pivot, put games on PC. They had to pivot, put games in day one. It's about, and that's what happened. See? Look at this fanboy shit. This is a media person. PlayStation has pulled out of PC, eliminating one potential major advantage. Under Phil Spencer, they did a huge amount of brand damage of Xbox. See, that's the roasting of Phil Spencer. He's the new Donnie D. Leading customers currently potential to think, even though Asha has laid off the whole goddamn company and sold and got rid of 5 studios and canceled a shit ton of games and got rid of 5 studios with 2 people still at breathing at some studios, they're still throwing Phil Spencer under the bus. It's all Phil's problem. I've written exclusively why Xbox ditching all forms of exclusive content was a terrible idea. But now, Xbox can choose a PlayStation over both PlayStation games. New Asha Sharma is pulling Xbox games off of PlayStation in the future, though bringing Xbox in line with other major... Is she? Minecraft Dungeons is on PlayStation. Forza is on PlayStation. Like, you act like they're pulling everything off there. She gave you 2 exclusives.
How about those exclusives? She's pulling them. Fable's still coming. Oh, but those are prior commitments. Oh, shit. The same thing that Phil said about Bethesda, remember? Oh, well, we have prior commitments of games, and some will be there. It'll be a case-by-case basis. Then you got Booty going out there, shitting up the place, going like, well, don't count all single-player games are only on Xbox. That's not a good measuring stick. Oh, man, Booty with the measuring stick. Like, come on. Yo, what's up, Glaze? How you doing, man? Game over. That's right, game over. They don't know which way to go. They're running to the left, they're running to the right. They have no clue what the hell's going on. Shout out to Blaze. Go check out his podcast. It was on Saturday nights. Shout out to Blaze. But yeah, like, It is absolutely crazy. And I'll never forget how Blaze told me about those PlayStation stickers that make your PlayStation. I still got them on my PlayStation, my OG one, Blaze. Those adhesive stickers that you put on the light that make it look rainbow. I never forget. I showed those on Blaze that I bought those things. I still have them on my PlayStation. But yeah, like bringing the but where they leave the Helix. So anyway, PlayStation announced internally a short while ago that they're dropping Steam and PC ports of single-player games. It's experimenting putting some PlayStation games like God of War and Last of Us on PC, but Sony feels, and he goes, rightly in my view, oh shit, all of a sudden Bootleg is mad. He's mad now. He says that's simply training users to ignore PS5 and maybe consoles in general. And he's just such a rant. This is all he plays right here, World of Warcraft. The truth is, PlayStation games on PC have hardly moved the needle. PC has reams of Windows exclusive titles that haven't even come to console, and in some cases never will. Mods, big hit indies, and PC franchises aren't even on Steam like World of Warcraft. Well, perhaps PlayStation ditching PC isn't a big deal in the Helix model. But what about money? The memory cost. But Bootleg, they're losing money on their console now. He's turned on Steam. Exactly. He's telling you don't want Steam. Fear it, because if Steam is there, you're going to be paying a lot of money. And that's this part right here with the RAM. Rampocalypse. They're more expensive now than they ever were. For Helix and PlayStation 6, this is a huge dilemma. Next-gen consoles are expected to be more powerful, not less powerful. Prices increases have historically been expected, but nobody expected, much less wanted, a $1,000 video game console. The Steam machine represents a scary vision of the next-gen Xbox could look like with Helix. This console behaves like a PC and it's open, thus not subsidized. And he's using Gabe Newell's quote of why the Steam Deck was so expensive was because they can't subsidize it, because obviously somebody could take that Steam Deck and buy from the Steam machine and buy from other storefronts or put Windows on it. So basically, because of Gabe Newell's logic of why the Steam machine is so expensive, he's putting that on Helix going, well, if Helix is there and Steam is there, then Xbox can't subsidize it because you could just go buy games from another storefront. Like, dude, they don't have enough sales to subsidize it when people don't buy their games. See? And here's the fear. If Xbox is an open PC, Xbox will have no choice to price it like an open PC. Our ROG Ally costs $1,000 because Asus can't make their money back on software sales, given no real reason. One thing I want to point out, Grinders, and I was thinking about this today. The ROG Ally is a very interesting case here because we've seen all handhelds go up in price, but the ROG Ally has held $1,000. And I'm wondering, do you think that Microsoft paid, was subsidizing Asus's costs for that thing? I think so. That's my thing. I think so. I think Microsoft paid for that ROG Ally because it's the only handheld that it's still there at $1,000. My Legion Go S went up to $1,600. It was like $600 last year. The MSI Claw went up to $1,300. The Legion Go went to $2,000. Everybody went up like $500-$600, but the Ally X didn't. It stays now at $1,000. So I think Microsoft subsidized that shit. I think they did. I think they paid Asus to design it for them and to make it their console. I think they did something for Asus to be able to hold the price on that thing and not increase the ROG Ally. Considering the Ally X is basically their main thing, like that they were able to not increase the price. Something's up with it because it's still $1,000 today and did not go up in price. It was like the only console that did not. Steam Deck went up. Springfield J said they haven't shown their initial shipments. I don't know, man. But see, going back to my tweet, and this is where I'm not no insider. I don't bullshit here. Asha said in the interview, Helix is a reference device. A reference for who? OEMs? Yes. That's the point that Bootleg doesn't understand. They will make a $1,600 Xbox. They will. And they will leave it up to HP and Asus to make cheaper versions of it. Less RAM, maybe less memory, maybe a slower speed. Because you look at the cost of what Xbox hardware is, and it's the worst. And they'll lose money on their own hardware. They want to get off of that hardware. They want somebody else to absorb that cost. When Asus is not selling the ROG, that don't hurt Xbox because they just sell Windows PCs. They need to make Xbox a reference device and say, you guys go make this configuration, whatever you want to price it as, here you go. And ours is a boutique. Ours is a reference device for who? She said it's a reference device. You don't talk about a massive market console as a reference device. Reference for who? For Nintendo? Switch 3 is not a reference device for nobody. The PlayStation 6 is not a reference device. She called the next console a reference device in her interview. That means somebody else, it's a model that other people are going to do, just like Surface. Just like Surface. Josh just beat me to right. We said at the same time. Just like Surface. I remember when Surface launched, it was a reference device, a form factor to show how Windows 8 and touchscreens work. And leave it to the Flow 13. Asus, once again, touchscreen tablets, convertible computers, all those things, removable screens, removable keyboards, all that started from the Surface design. It was a detachable keyboard tablet Windows machine as a reference device for touchscreen Windows 8. It was a platform. And now the Surface team is working on Xbox because that is going to be a configuration, a box with certain RAM, with that Asus, with the AMD chip, and that is going to be a configuration of an Xbox, and other OEMs will go make it. Maybe there's a 395, a 380, and there's cheaper versions, but Xbox will make their version. You could buy it from their Xbox store, and then Asus, HP, all of them will make other devices, calling them Xboxes as well. And that's your Project Helix. I don't think, right here, I don't think Asus and HP are going to make subsidized consoles because they don't have a storefront. Asus can't, unless Microsoft pays them, like the ROG Ally, unless Microsoft goes, hey, Asus, here's a couple million, make a closed platform, whatever you sell, you keep. But only Microsoft and Xbox can make a closed platform and make money from the store because they're a developer and publisher and a platform holder. But once you have HP and Asus making it, there's no more subsidizing. They're not going to make a closed system. Asus is not going to make a closed Xbox system. They don't have a storefront to make their money back. So I don't know what bootleg's smoking, but I do think they're rethinking what their configuration of Helix is going to be and probably working with the OEMs to see how cheap they could get the parts and if they could do it as well, and how they could keep this thing from not being $2,500. But I really don't think they're trying to make it a closed system, subsidized model like a traditional console. Not when they're pushing everybody to PC, because all they're doing is just cannibalizing their own potential. How do you bring all your features, all your games to PC, and then go, oh, and we're making a closed Xbox just here? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? And that's the other thing. Steam, HP, they don't give a shit about Steam. They care about just selling the hardware. They don't care about what software's on it. And Microsoft gets royalties on the software that they sell. So every time HP sells a quote Xbox, they'll get royalties on the Windows as a Windows activation. But now that person doesn't need to use it as an Xbox. That person could use Steam or make artwork on it or do videos. They could do podcasts on it. But Xbox doesn't really care because they did not make that hardware. That's HP's problem. If you want to use the Xbox app, you can.
So definitely a wild time in that stuff. But yeah. But that's your impromptu show, Grinders. I want to thank everybody for being here. But you don't want to go just yet because you got to listen to the banging song that we're going to have here. And go check out Thrifty. Shout out to Thrifty. I see him in the chat. He's going to be starting his show up soon. Maybe I might jump on those if my voice is going well because I'm going to be jumping on some games now. But Thrifty's doing a live show because I think it is Wednesday. Is it Wednesday? It's Wednesday. Thrifty's live. So go check out Thrifty. He's going to start in 5 minutes. Go over there. But before you go, you want to take these tunes with you. So Grinders, hit that like button. Let me hit Magnalog. He says it only makes sense if you have OEMs on board. To date, they haven't seen another Xbox handheld. Plus, you could already install software on anything. Why would any OEM make one? That's a good point, Magnalord. That's a good point. But you want to know what? These OEMs, these little... I think they were excited to make them before this RAM and shit happened, which is crazy because Microsoft is the cause of the RAM stuff with all this AI stuff. So, it wild times. But Grinders, you don't want to leave yet because you're going to miss a banger show. The VIPs didn't get it. We got 15 VIPs today, which, by the way, hold on. Wait a second. I don't want anybody to go anywhere. Wait a second. Where is my... I got to check out something here. I didn't add those. I don't have the VIP thing here. Hold on, Grinder. Yes. Wait a second. Oh yeah, we're at 65. So let me update that because I don't have my VIP numbers there. Hold on, I gotta update that thing. But yes, while I update those things here, you're gonna want to hear this song. And thank you for the impromptu show. Hit that subscribe button so you don't miss when I go live. And definitely, we're going to be cooking. So I'm going to be doing that retro game stream as well. So if you're interested in PC or having games that you own and retro games, check it out. I'm also working on a video as a kind of like a highlight video of retro games. Dude, happy birthday. Yo, wait a second. We can't leave True SSJ Havoc. It's his birthday. Uh-oh, no, you can't leave yet. You let me know that right at the end of the show? Oh, hold on. Hold on. You got to get your birthday song. We got to celebrate all the birthdays of the Grinders.
Happy birthday, Grindhouse. There is no illness here. This is not a rooftop party. Happy birthday, Grindhouse. Now hit that like.
That's right. Hit that like button. Happy birthday, True SSJ Havoc. Congratulations, man. Hope you have a good one. And I got another birthday song. Here it is, Grinders. Hit that like button. Subscribe to the Grindhouse for the only news and entertainment and deglazing. Timestamps will come your way. Check out for the retro stuff. And we'll be doing a balcony party. But here you go, Grinders. Brand new music. Exclusive. Thank you again, Grinders.
Asha said 200 mil came through the door. Still lost money, what you selling me for? Big green box, but the books look sick. New drop, same flop, that math don't click. Crowds came in, then they ran right out. Big splash, big hype, small profit drought. Tell me what that means when the bag won't grow. You want my time, go XPC, bro. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. That's the move for me. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. That's the move for me. 200 million still red on the page. That's a lot of noise for a failing stage. New game, same broken plan. You could dress it up, but I see the scan. I'm not paying extra for a bad encore. If the box can't win, what's the box for? Or I heard the pitch, I heard the plea. Then I closed that tab and I picked PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. That's the move for me. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. Just go to PC. Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked, Xbox is cooked. That's the move for me.
Good night,